Hey, what's going on, guys? JS Cards here, coming at you with a Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck profile. I already tried to record this one time and I had some audio issues. But as you can see, I got a new setup here. That was part of the problem. But we got the face cam. I'm doing this all through OBS, and this is actually potentially going to be a remote duel setup too. I know things are starting to open back up and people are playing in person again, which is great. But I know there's still online locals and stuff like that going on as well. So this is a new setup. I'm testing it out. We might make some changes if we need to, but hopefully you guys enjoy this. You can let me know too down in the comments, and also if you have any suggestions. But today we're going to be going over my Phantom Knights deck. I've been having a lot of fun playing this. At first I was just playing it on EDO Pro, but I got the physical cards and I've really been enjoying this deck. It's a fun combo deck and it's not too big brain either, which is good. But yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with this deck. Maybe in a separate video we'll do a combo tutorial and test hands as well. But for right now, we're just going to do the deck profile and let's go into this. So triple copies of Torn Scales to start off with the monsters. This card's really good, so you can discard one card and send one Phantom Knights card from your deck to the graveyard, except Torn Scales itself. But if another Phantom Knights card is in your graveyard and it's banished, you can special summon this card from your graveyard. What I really like about this deck is that it's basically a deck full of extenders and hand traps, and you're basically going into your powerful Exceed monsters and you kind of want to control the board with like your Bardiche and your Appaloosa, and then of course you have your Fog Blades for more annoyance for your opponent as well. So this deck's really fun, a lot of different ways you can build this, and there's a lot of great cards that you can include in here. Continuing on though, we play 3 copies of Silent Boots. This is probably my favorite Phantom Knights card, but if you control a Phantom Knights monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can also banish this card from your graveyard to add a Phantom Knights spell or trap card from your deck to your hand. Most of the time you're going to be searching out your Fog Blade with this, but there are other options if you need to. But yeah, this card's just really great. And then I'm playing 2 copies of Ancient Cloak. So this card can boost up a dark monster you control by 800 attack until the end of your opponent's turn, which is pretty good. But I really like this card because when it's in your graveyard, you can banish it to add the Phantom Knights card from your deck to your hand. So nice searcher there. And then also 2 copies of Ragged Gloves. If you make an Exceed monster with this card, it gains 1000 attack. But you can banish this card from your graveyard to send one Phantom Knights card from your deck to the graveyard, which is pretty cool as well. And then I am just playing the 1 Stained Greaves. If a Phantom Knights monster is special summoned, you can special summon this card from your hand. Its level is then increased by 1. And then also you can banish this card from your graveyard and then special summon a Phantom Knights monster from your hand and then increase that card's level by 1. Then for more extending, we play 3 copies of Tour Guide. This card's really great, and to go along with that, 3 copies of Kagamucha Knight. I was originally playing 2, but I just decided the more extenders the better, and yeah, this is a great one for the deck. And then I am playing the 1 Graph and the 1 Seer. Now you do need these for the Cherubini, which is part of the combo. Now it really sucks when you open these, and I have the worst luck and I seem to open these a lot. Some people on Twitter, when I shared this deck, recommended I play the Libic to kind of help with that. I haven't tested that out yet, but that is something to look into, and I've seen other deck profiles where they have the 1 Libic as well, which I think makes sense, and that's probably something I'll try out. But for right now, we have the 2 Burning Abyss monsters here. For some more level 3 monsters that help out with this deck, we're playing the Danger Jackalope and the Snake. Just, free special summons basically. Same with the 1 Wielder and the 1 Psychic Tracker as well. 2 more cards that can be bricks, but I think they're definitely worth playing, are the Dark Magician and the Red Eyes Black Dragon, because yes, we are playing the Dragoon in the deck. This is the only deck I play Dragoon in. I try not to play it, but with this deck, I think it's just too good and it makes the deck so much better. But like I said in the beginning, I am prepared in case Dragoon gets banned or if the Red Eyes Fusion gets banned in July or whenever the list comes out. there are plenty of different cards you can substitute for those cards. More hand traps, more extenders, even like a second wielder might be good. More Phantom Knights monsters or cards. So I'm totally prepared if the deck does get hit by the ban list. I'm not sure if it will though. You know, Dragoon was kind of scary in the beginning of this format because nothing happened to it and people started playing it in the beginning. But now, you know, it's kind of more. Drytron's got brand new support, things like that. Dragon Link is still running around like crazy. So while Dragoon is scary and it can be annoying, I feel like there's a lot of ways to deal with it. But I still think it's worth playing in this deck. But if you don't have it, there's plenty of other options for you. Then moving on to the hand traps, we have triple copies of Ash, just because it can stop a variety of different things, and 2 copies of Nibiru. You know, with all the combo decks running around, I still feel like this is a great card. But like I said, you can adjust the hand traps, and if this deck, if I do have to remove the Dragoon package from it, I can play more hand traps and disruptions and stuff like that. So we'll just kind of see what happens. But that is it for the monsters. It's kind of a large monster lineup, but you're doing a lot of searching, a lot of special summoning, and yeah, the deck kind of requires that many monsters. But let's move on to the spells. For the spell cards, I'm playing 1 Reinforcement of the Army to search out any of your Phantom Knights monsters. We have the Red Eyes Fusion. I'm also playing the 1 Phantom Knights Rank Up Magic Force because we can get into our Dark Rebellion Exceed Dragon and then rank it up from there into our Arc Rebellion or Requiem Dragon. 1 Emergency Teleport because we can special summon out one of our Psychic monsters to get a body out onto the board. 1 Called by the Grave to stop a hand trap, and 1 Monster Reborn, more extending. The trap card lineup's short and sweet, but we got the triple Fog Blade. Yeah, one of the best cards in the whole deck. I love this card, but I am also playing the 1 Phantom Knight Sword. For the extra deck, I'm playing the 1 Link Spider. Just in case we get Nibiru, we can at least do something with the token, get a Link monster out onto the field. Then we have the 1 Verte Anaconda because of Dragoon, and then the 1 Cherubini for our other rank 2. It's a part of the combo, you have to play it, but it's also just a nice dark monster to have. And then we have the 1 Bardiche as well. You don't really need more than 1. There's ways to bring this back if something happens to it. Yeah, no need to play more than 1, I think. But then moving on to our Link 4s, we have the 1 Appaloosa and Borrelsword. Great options to go into. Basically, though, the combo is you want to end on like your Bardiche and your Appaloosa, and then, you know, kind of from there you can go into your Break Swords, or you have your Fog Blade set for more annoyance for your opponent. But yeah, Appaloosa is kind of the main one, and you have those negates set up, but Borrelsword's great as well. So both options there. And then the rest of the deck is just your powerful Exceed monsters. So starting with the level 3s, we have Levier and 2 copies of Break Sword. I think 2 copies is good. You do go into multiple Break Swords. So yeah, you'll want to play 2 of those. Then we have Raider's Knight. I really love this card. Also, the artwork on that card's fantastic. A lot of these cards remind me of like Bloodborne monsters or something from Dark Souls, which is also just a great aesthetic. So, but besides artwork, this card's really good because it helps us get into our Dark Rebellion Exceed Dragon, and therefore we play the Arc Rebellion and the Requiem Dragon. Both are great options. Most of the time, though, not gonna lie, I'm gonna be going into the Arc Rebellion because you can win games so easily with that card, but I like having the Dark Requiem as well for more defense type plays, but both are great cards. And then I am playing the 1 Zeus as well. Zeus is insane. It's good in so many different decks. Lots of different decks play it. So if you don't have a copy, I recommend you guys try to get one. And then for the last monster, of course, we have the Dragoon himself. Very powerful. It's such a great card in this deck, but no worries. If you don't have either one of these, they're not necessary for this deck, which I do like. There are plenty of different options. And like I said, if you take out the Dragoon package, that opens up opportunities for more hand traps, a couple more extenders maybe. And you can kind of go from there. So This is a very fun deck, but these two really do take the deck to the next level. Moving on to the side deck. This side deck still a work in progress, but you know, it's also going to be different for you as well, depending on what types of decks you're playing against, what your local meta is. But these might be some suggestions, if anything. So I'm playing triple copies of Lancia. Dino is still running around and it's good against other decks. Triple copies of Drolan Lock for Drytron and Dragon Link. And then I'm also playing the one Pankratops. Really nice card. I do like this. I put this in a lot of my side decks, to be honest. I just really like this card. So this deck really does get hurt by back row. So I do have a lot of back row hate, including triple copies of Twin Twisters. I've seen a few deck lists that main 2 or 3 copies of Twisters, and that might be an option in the future too, especially if there is some annoying deck out there playing a lot of back row, lots of spells. Right now I feel like it's just a lot of different combo decks kind of running around there, so it's okay to side these in when necessary, but yeah, you might want to add in a couple Twin Twisters. Plus, the discard effect is good because you want some of your monsters in the grave. But then moving on to more back row hate, we have Red Reboot, Imperial Order, and triple copies of Anti-Spell Fragrance. Now, I believe in my main deck I'm playing 6 or 7 spells. I think it's 6. And sometimes you don't even play those spells or you don't even see them. It's a lot of monsters or you're just getting your Fog Blades out. So, you know, playing the Imperial Order and the Anti-Spell Fragrances really don't hurt you that often. Or it might just delay you, but it's worth it if you can stop your opponent's spells. So I really like having these in here. So there you guys have it. That is my Phantom Knights deck profile. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully this new setup looks good and you guys enjoyed it. If you want to see some sort of test hand or combo video and I can play very poorly for you guys, let me know. But yeah, this is a great deck. I am very excited to start using it in person now. But stay tuned for more Yu-Gi-Oh! News, deck profiles, and openings in the near future. I have a few more deck profiles lined up for you guys since we got some new cards in Lightning Overdrive that I was able to pick up. And yeah, I just want to get better at a few different decks and show them to you guys, do some test hands, do some combos, do some EDO Pro gameplay as well. Also, feel free to check out my Discord down below. It's not super active right now, but I'm trying to change that. I want to get some more people in there, and I also want to host a tournament in the future. If we get enough interest, I'd give away some packs or a booster box even, just kind of depending on the turnout and the interest in it. But then, you know, that way we'd be able to do some commentary and see some gameplay of different decks, probably on EDO Pro or Dueling Book, just so then people have access to all the cards. And then that way you guys get videos, and then the people in the tournament, you know, if they're other Yugi tubers or things like that, they can kind of show off their skills and their decks and then win some cards maybe. So that's something I'd love to be able to do. And hopefully we can grow the Discord. So if you guys want to join, that would be awesome. Anyways, thanks for watching this video. Stay tuned for more videos. Hit that like button, subscribe for more, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out and have a good one.